So how do you avoid self-publishing pitfalls? That's one of the big questions that I get from our authors all the time, because quite often, the one thing that authors love to hear the most is, "I'd love to publish your book." But what happens is you never know if the person on the other end, the person who's telling you that, actually knows what they're doing, because there are a lot of publishing scams out there, and my job is to help you learn how to avoid them. These publishers that I want to warn you about, 90% of them could be blowing smoke, because in the United States, there are no legitimate criteria that makes you a publisher. So what you'll get is that sometimes you'll have someone who has figured out how to publish their book, their one book, on Amazon, and upload it so that it's got a dollar sign next to it and you can sell it for retail. They have decided, I could do this for other people and I'm going to call myself a publisher. And by George, that's what they start doing. The problem is that whenever someone approaches you and says, "I'll help you publish a book, I know how to do it," you want to be sure that you are working with someone that truly knows what they're doing. So my suggestion to you is to remember the acronym SMOKE, because sometimes these people are blowing smoke. The S stands for slow down. Don't get excited. If they're going to say, "Yeah, I'll publish your book," you want to find out, what experience do they have? Have they ever worked at a traditional publisher? Are they going to charge you to publish your book? Do you have to have an agent to work with them? Remember the S for slow down, thank them, and then go do your research. You can always circle back later. Now, in the acronym SMOKE, the next letter is MOVE. Slow down and then move. Move out of the way. Assess the situation. Go do your research. If you're not sure where to research, there's lots. Just Google the name of that publisher and put complaint behind it, because immediately, if there are any complaints about that publisher, they're going to show up, and that will give you an idea whether you need to walk or run to get out of the way. Then there's O in SMOKE for observe, caution. Usually that means you're starting to not have a good feeling about this person and you want to turn around and just walk the other way. One of the more important things is to know your options. Ask a lot of questions. Do your research. Again, get on Google, find out who they are, check out their website. Does it look like do they even have a website? I know that there are several people that I have met who have been approached by people who don't even have a website. They need to have a website if they are a legitimate publisher. They need to have a social media profile. So remember the acronym SMOKE. S is slow down, accept the compliment, get excited for a brief second, and then circle back with them later. M is move out of the way, go do your research. O is observe, caution. And remember K, know your options, ask questions. And then last but not least, if you're starting to not feel right about this person and you've checked them out and nobody's heard of them and they don't look legit, go with that E, which is exit the highway. Get out of the way, move on if it just doesn't feel right. In fact, what I offer all of our authors, whether you are working with us or not, if you're approached and someone has a contract they want you to sign, feel free to email me that contract. I will take a look at it. I always tell people, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a CPA, but I know what questions you need to be asking. I will be happy to return an email with a list of questions to make sure that you get to know exactly what you're getting into. And quite often when I've done that, those people avoid that offer and go on and move on to something else. Maybe it's us, maybe it's not. But I do that at no cost to you, just to make sure that you're making the right decision for you. Don't get caught in the latest smoke-filled scam. I'm Cathy Davis, Davis Creative Publishing. We help you publish nonfiction books and anthologies. We do all the work, you get all the accolades. DavisCreativePublishing.com.